Stuart Law joins me here again, training at Radlett. Stuart, frustrating 4 days down at Canterbury. How disappointed were you that the Oppo weren't particularly keen to set up a game? I know you tried your hardest on day 4.
Yeah, and look, you know, we would love to have tried to get something out of it, not just to win the game, but to put our players under pressure, teach them how to chase down a total or defend a total on day 4 of a championship game. It wasn't to be. We probably could have gone a bit harder, but in the end, we battled so hard to get into that position. We didn't want to offer Kent an easy run chase. So in the end, a hard-fought draw and is what we got. Not what we wanted, but it's what we took away.
Plenty of positives to take from that performance. Runs for Robbie, obviously, Max, Esky, 5 wickets for Meek, his first 5 for the club. You must have been really pleased with the overall performance.
Yeah, and look, we've asked the players this year, we sat down and said we're going to play a different way, we're going to have a different attitude on the field. And I think, to score our runs at a rate that gives our bowlers an opportunity to bowl them out, opposition out twice. It can be fraught with danger at times, but I think our boys are really adapting to it well. We need bigger runs from our top 6, and there's no hiding behind that. We've had good contributions this year from Nick Gubbins, Rob White, Max Holden, Sam Robson, and Martin Anderson, which is great. It's spread across the board. We'd like to see a few more hundreds in that 100 column, but I think all in all, the way we're going about it in the field is outstanding. The energy we're showing, the young pups really give you that energy and drive forward. Helps the older guys, keeps them in shape as well. So look, it's been another season of learning. 5-match series doesn't give you much time, but we're seeing some really good positives.
Good stuff. A word on Robbie. He's copped a bit of flack, I guess, for having opportunities in the past and not really delivering. Hugely satisfying for him, and I guess for you, that over the course of those 3 days in really testing conditions, he dug deep, showed exactly what you wanted to see from him.
Yeah, exactly. And moving forward, we might have to think about using him in a different way. Yes, he's a good keeper as well. That's nice to have that string to your bow. But if you can continue to bat like that, there's no reason why he couldn't be a force in our top 5. To be honest, the secret is you've done it once. You've got to go out and replicate that time and time again. Now that's the challenge that Robbie has. But he stuck to it manfully last game, and really proud of the young man.
For sure. That drawdown at Kent, Stuart, and obviously combined with Essex's win, their 3rd on the bounce, clarifies the group table pretty clearly now. We need to win our last 2 games to give us any chance of qualifying for the 5-day final at Lords. Does that change your approach coming into this next game?
Look, no, we want to win. We want to win every game we can. Whilst results might need to go our way for us to get into the top 2 of this in this competition, we'll be there trying to force a win in each game that we play. Sussex, they gave us a tough time last year in this 4-day comp, and then our last game against the best team in the land in 4-day cricket, Essex. So 2 real challenging games, but I'm looking forward to it. We're the underdogs going in. Sussex beat us comfortably twice last year, and we're looking to turn the tables, but not so much go out there. It's not a grudge match or anything. It's just go out there and execute our plans, play the cricket we know we can play, and take it deep in a day 4. If we do that, we're in a pretty good place.
Quick word on Dizzy Gillespie, your fellow countryman. Obviously, he's notified Sussex that he'll be leaving at the end of the year. He's been a fabulous servant, hasn't he?
He has, mate. He's a tremendous bloke. Deserves all the accolades he gets. A good mate of mine, yes. But I think he's going home to the job that he's probably dreamt about since he took up coaching. And I wish him all the best. No doubt, I'll try and catch up and have an organic cider with him this week. Just to pick his brain, see how he's going, and I think it'll be great for him and his family to remain in Adelaide and do his work from there. So all the best to the big man.
Yeah. 15-man squad named to take on Sussex. Great to have Nick Gubbins back, but I guess also poses a few headaches for you selection-wise. Yeah,
it does. With keeping one eye on the competition coming up. We got to the quarters of the T20 as well. We'd like to give that a fair shake. We got some players going off playing T20 cricket this weekend to get them started on the road to Thursday. So there may be a few changes for this week, but headaches in selection. You'd love to be playing everyone every game. It's just unfortunately we can't do that, and particularly in circumstances like this season, you want to give as many opportunities as you possibly can. But we're focused on winning this game, focused on the next 4-day game against Essex with a mind to our T20 stuff. So there may be a few surprises.
You mentioned that T20 squad. Obviously, Morgie will be joining up with England, I think, this week. I think he leaves today. He'll obviously be then going off to the IPL. So Morgs was obviously named as our T20 captain. Any thoughts yourself on who you're going to appoint in Morgs' absence?
Look, it's something that I need to sit down with Morgs and have a chat. We have spoken about it in the past. There are some options that we can utilise. I'm not going to sit here and say it right here, right now, but I have spoken to certain players about the possibility, and I think whichever way we go, once again, you've got one captain out there, but there should be 10 others, offering support and help. So ultimately, the man in charge just makes the final call. But we've got plenty. We've got a few options we can look at, and it's plenty of opportunities for those guys while Morg's away.
Good to hear. Back onto the Sussex game, a little bit more in the rotation front in the bowling unit. Great to have Mertz coming back in, which gives you some experience. Blake Cullen, a young, hugely promising prospect, also named in the squad. Yeah,
he is a bright talent. He's really impressed, not only the coaching staff but also the playing staff with the way he goes about his work at practice. A couple of the pre-season friendlies he played in as well. He turned some heads. So, look, he's an exciting young prospect. 17, 18-year-old, and bowls it pretty well. Had a pretty good time with the England under-19 team in the winter. So. He comes into the squad. Great to have Mertz back, that offer that stability and control that we so desire. James Harris has manned toilfully for 3 games on the bounce. He's probably the only bowler in county cricket who could probably play every game, but he's only human as well. So look, him having the time that he's had, he probably deserves a rest. But it's good having Mertz back. Miguel bowled beautifully at Kent, and with the Kent game only being a 2-day game, really 2.5-day game, bowlers are feeling pretty fresh.
Good to hear. Final word on Radlett. It's never easy being an outground groundsman. Poor Nick Serland, Jez, his assistant, have been working tirelessly through horrific weather in the last couple of weeks. I think Nick said to me yesterday they'd lost 5 days of prep for the pitch up here. What are you expecting out of the wicket?
Look, I know Surly does his best to create the best cricket wicket he can, and I'll expect nothing less than that. He's a man of his word. I think the real hot weather last week helped dry the wicket out. It's not as wet as people may think. So he's done a tremendous job keeping it dry. Just need to get the firmness in. If we've got the wind here, if the clouds disappear and the sun comes out, it should dry it out even more to present a pretty good cricket wicket again. Enough in it for, if you bat well, you score runs, you bowl well, you take wickets. So that's what you want to see.
That's the way it works. Stu, good luck over the next 4 days. Hope it goes well, mate. Thanks for joining us.
Cheers, folks.